Hey, what's up you guys? It's Jason. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing something a little different, kind of, not really. Doing the same thing basically. We're talking about season 1 of Rick and Morty. So I'm actually incredibly upset with myself for waiting this long to actually dive into Rick and Morty. I always wondered why it had this kind of cult following attached to it, and then it wasn't long before I paid my dues and became a member of the cult itself. It feels a little silly describing the plot of a show that came out years ago that everyone already knows and loves pretty much, but basically, the show follows the adventures of Rick, a grandfather to Morty. Rick's also a scientist, and they go on huge, crazy space adventures together. My feelings when I first started watching the show were a little bit paradoxical, I guess. On the one hand, I thought the concept of it was really creative and unique and fun for an adult animation show, and then on the other, I thought it was just kind of fun and creative, but still in that same formula of, raunchy adult comedy. But even within that kind of formulaic cartoon thing of one thing can happen one episode that doesn't really affect anything in the next episode. But, some of those were really, I think, still fun. Anatomy Park is probably one of my favorite episodes of the entire first season. And it's not, doesn't follow this big, huge storyline across the entire season. It's just a lot of fun. But to me, and probably to everyone else, where this show really decided to step it up and just take itself to another level above any other adult animation show that I think is running right now, is where they did do that, where they did have cause and effect between episodes. I think the first instance of that was, Rick loved potion number 9. I'll just go ahead and put in a huge spoiler alert right here. It's basically that Rick and Morty screw up so bad that they have to go to another timeline, find themselves there dead, and then just assume the lives of those people. And, for an episode, I think that they don't really mention it, but then for the episode after, actually, let me back up. In that episode of Rick Potion number 9, there's like a real huge slowdown absorption for Morty. Like, he watches himself die, and then he's just supposed to naturally just assume the role of himself, but in another dimension. And it just, a lot of shows kind of make jokes about that, or really just kind of pass it over. They wouldn't touch on it again. But this show kind of took it to those emotional heights that I wasn't expecting. And I just don't think that's going to be the last of it. The other fun, really, setup I think they had in season 1, which I finally get now, evil Morty. I feel like I've been, scrolling through enough on Instagram and just, carefully clicking on Rick and Morty stuff, but, trying to avoid spoilers, that some of it, just pops up on the timeline, and I keep seeing stuff for A, Pickle Rick, and B, Evil Morty, and I'm so excited because I know he has to have a bigger role in the later seasons, so I'm really excited to finally have gotten the chance to see where that all started. I feel like at this point it's less of a review and more of just me whoa, really excited to see the next seasons. I mean, it's stuff like that A, takes it to the next level, and B, just has made it one of my favorite shows that I'm watching right now. And maybe one of my favorite shows ever, if it, continues to progress this way. The only downside I really had to season 1 was Rixty Minutes, I think is the episode, and it's just, I'm pretty sure, I haven't really done the background context research of this, but I'm pretty sure it's just a completely improvised episode where they just watch commercials, and you can hear the voice actors just laughing along with whatever ridiculous plot they're coming out with for a commercial or a movie, whatever, because Rick gets intergalactic channels now. But I mean, that's my only real critique of the first season. Other than that, I mean, this has really been less of a review and more of just, an outpour of love for Rick and Morty. So I can't wait to see what comes up in seasons 2, 3, 4, and 5, maybe? I don't know if those are coming out. Only seasons 1 through 3 are on Hulu, which is where I'm watching it from, so I guess I'll have to do my research. I'm so scared now of doing research and looking into the show more because of spoilers, but I think we'd have to do it. So again, really not huge on, this whole ratings thing, but I mean, gold star for Rick and Morty season 1. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching this. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the content, please like and subscribe below. It really helps me out. Until next time, stay safe, be kind. Thank you.